tried really hard. This video made on Sunday and even kind of Saturday, and it just did not work. My life is just crazy busy sometimes. So I want to talk about the summer stock up, and it's going to be a little bit different than the last two summers where we did dump and go freezer to crock pot recipes. I'm still going to do some of those, but I wanted to also fill my pantry. I wanted to do recipes that like taco meat, some Italian sausage, things that are all chicken. And chicken and pork seem to be the best two, and beef if you can get, beef is so expensive right now, but if you can find a good deal on like roast and sirloin steaks. But chicken is the cheaper and it's easier to dump in the crock pot. I still have yet to try ground beef just because I don't want to waste a meal, and I've heard both sides that it's great and then I've heard it's horrible. But I don't know if I'm really willing to risk the money and the time to try it. So this is not going to just be dump everything in the bag, freeze it, and throw it in the freezer. I will have some of those, I promise. And I want to also, the first week, sorry, my brain goes, I have no script. All of these are just done live with nothing except what's in my brain. I'm also going to, we're going to make some seasonings. So the first week, we're going to make taco seasoning and ranch seasoning. I'm going to pause real quick. You don't have to use any of my recipes. That is not, I'm not here, oh, look at my recipes. If you have a favorite taco seasoning recipe and you have a favorite ranch seasoning, make it with me. If you have, so first week we're going to do a lemon rosemary chicken. It is originally a grilling recipe. However, you can go in your crock pot. I have my pesto ranch chicken in here, and so I'm going to try and make it into pizzas tonight. We'll see how it goes. But you can throw it in the crock pot. You can cook it in the skillet. You can cube it up. You can put it in the oven. It is just a base point to start with. If you don't like lemon rosemary and you have a different favorite chicken marinade, I might break it up and do 2 lemon rosemary and 2 something else. I'm not sure yet. I mean, I'm set on the 4 bags of the chicken. I just don't know if I'm going to do all the lemon rosemary. I think it's lemon rosemary. It could be garlic or butter. That's what's in my head is lemon rosemary. But again, if your family hates something, just sub it with something else. I forget what the second recipe is off the top of my head. I don't think it's a quinoa. It's something different. Oh, it's a chicken verde, or verde chicken, however you want to say it. That's also week 1. So both of those are going to be dumped in a bag, freezer chicken recipes. They both can be crock pot, and they also can be other ways as well, or a pressure cooker. But the chicken verde is very flexible and you can do so much with it. And this last week I tried it in a casserole. That again, you don't have to cook in a casserole. You can just finish cooking it on the stove, and if you want to get it hot and bubbly, put it in the broiler for 3 to 5 minutes. It's going to be easy things. I do want to make at least 1, if not 2 batches of meatballs. That is a goal. I did buy another scoop. Hopefully this one lasts, because it's much easier, in my opinion, to make meatballs if I can scoop instead of having to roll them between my hands. On my blog, so I had someone say that they felt like they had to run a antivirus or something like that after going to my blog because of my ad company, so I switched ad companies. I'm hoping that the ads are less, and the previously when you printed things like recipes, sometimes there would be ads on there, which is very frustrating. I'm hoping this company does not do that. So if you do print things, you won't have that issue. On the main, I'm dividing it how I've done it for the past 2 years. Like, I am only one person. I don't have a team. It's just me. My team would be my husband, who does my back end and all the techie stuff. I don't really understand the techie stuff. That's more him. But it's just me. And so how I did it the previous 2 years is I had everything on one page and you had to scroll. I had a woman ask me, where are the recipes? I don't see the recipes. And so I'm trying something different this year. I hope it is convenient for y'all, I have the main page, and then I'm going to have each week have its own page. So you have the main page, and it's going to have the printables. I forget how to do things when I don't do them for a while, and so I sat last night and uploaded some PDFs, and it worked on my end, so I hope it works on your end. If you want any of the PDFs, of course, everything is free. I'm not charging for anything. I'm so thirsty. So there's PDFs on the main page. Each week will have its own page. I might try to link them up. And another thing we did, I had my husband help me. So when we started my blog 5, 6, I don't remember how many years ago, we didn't really know what we were doing. And I don't want to undo things because links and things are kind of specific, and if they link to something old, then it will be a dead page. And anyway, so if I have this whole series is going to have its own menu. So if you go to THM menus and you click it, it drops down another drop down, and I don't know how that happens. You click menu and then, or menus, and then they come down. I've got miscellaneous, dairy free, I think. This one is going to be stock up, summer stock up. So it has its own tab, or own drop down tab. I don't know the technical words. And you can click on that, and it will have, it probably is going to go from the newest down to the oldest, but it will have its own thing there for you, so you don't have to search, you don't have to do all of that. You can just click that, it'll take you there. I think that's about it. My husband wanted me to create the entire series and get it done, but I can't do that, and I told him I would love to, but since we're on a budget, I know we're not the only ones on a budget. I'm trying to, I wish I knew how to see what stores we're going to have for sale like a month out, because then that would be so helpful. Because if I really want to find some sirloin steaks on sale, because I can do a lot. I love the beef fajitas with the sirloin. That turned out perfect. The sirloin can become a grill recipe. We can make shish kebab. There's so much we can do with sirloin. But if I put it in week 3 and it's not on sale and it's $7.99 a pound, that's going to cost a whole lot of money to do some fajitas. So I've got the first 2 weeks planned. I'm not sure what I'm going to do the 3rd week. Anyway, that's not for you to be concerned about at all. But that's why I don't have the whole thing planned. I really have to look at things budget-wise. Last year I went to our Super One-A-Lot and went to the 4 for $20 and tried to find the meat in there, and that helped save some money. But that is it. It is just going to be simple, not all dump and go. Like I said, some meatballs, some taco meat. I definitely love to get some soups in the freezer. Just love when it's cold and I can just throw a nice soup in the crock pots. And the printables, if you want them, they're there. They're not necessary for anything, but it can help you keep stock of what you do have in your pantry. The second week, we're going to make the Mexican quinoa. Pause. My brain. I would like, my goal, if you go to each page, I believe I'm going to be including recipes on you cook it and then you freeze it, or you don't cook it, freeze it, and then cook it, so that you can do either one. Like my daughter, who's about to have a baby, she's doing, I think, both types of ways. And so for the quinoa, I plan to stock my kitchen with quinoa, but I don't plan on putting it in the bag. I might experiment with one, but I hate ruining a meal. I just don't know how it's going to freeze, thaw, and then cook. I'm not sure about that. And it is one of the easiest recipes ever. I love it so much. But I plan on buying the quinoa, putting it in my pantry in a thing, because I fought pantry moths forever, and I figured out it was coming from my Brookshire's rice. I figured it out, and I either don't buy that or I put it in the plastic containers now so that they can't escape. And then I think we're having something. Are we having it? I don't remember the next one. I'm planning on buying like the halloumi noodles and maybe some brown. Anyway, It's not just dump and go. It's going to be a bit more. Follow along with what you want. Use whatever recipes that you know your family likes. That is the whole point of this. We want our family's healthy. We want to be healthy. When we're healthy, we can help take care of other people. And by having a stocked freezer and pantry, it makes, personally for me, my life so much easier. This week I pulled out I'm almost out of them, 4 freezer meals from last summer, and it is just going to make my week easier as I try to get more of this stuff planned and figured out. I really want to include a grocery list, and I have one, but I need to double check and make sure it's right. And then if I didn't, anyway, there's a lot going on that I'm trying to figure out. But I would love, if you have any thoughts or comments or suggestions, again, I would love for any recipe ideas that you would like to freeze, or any of your favorites that you know freeze well. I would love to hear about them. And Facebook now deletes all videos after 30 days. All of my old videos are about to be deleted completely off of Facebook. I don't know, it's what they're doing. So I do move everything over to YouTube. So it will all be YouTube and my blog, and the posts will stay here that I make, but not the videos, because again, Facebook is deleting them. That is it. Again, thoughts, suggestions, I would love to hear. Because again, I only know what's in this brain and this ADHD brain. Perimenopause is a crazy one at times. And I would just love to hear your thoughts. And thanks for watching. Bye.